Welcome to the Easy Vibes podcast, your escape to calm, uplifting conversations. Whether you're unwinding or recharging, we've got the perfect vibe for you. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it.
What's up, everyone? You're tuned into the Easy Vibes podcast, your favorite spot for chill conversations about life, music, and everything in between. I'm David.
And I'm Emily. Today, we're talking about something close to all of us, music and kids. How does music shape young minds? Can it actually make kids smarter? And why do babies love lullabies? We're answering all of that and more.
We're keeping it live, keeping it fresh, and of course, keeping the vibes easy. 4 segments today: how music affects brain development, the best types of music for kids, how music influences emotions, how to make music a daily part of childhood.
We're set and ready to go for the podcast. Stay tuned for some great discussions ahead.
All right, let's start with the big question. How does music affect a child's brain? Olivia, hit us with the science.
Oh, this is fascinating. Research from Harvard Medical School and the University of Southern California's Brain and Creativity Institute shows that early musical experiences physically shape a child's brain.
Wait, you're saying music actually changes brain structure?
Yes, in a 2016 study, researchers found that kids who had musical training had stronger connections between brain regions involved in memory, attention, and language processing.
That makes sense. Music requires coordination between different parts of the brain, right?
Exactly. Dr. Nina Kraus from Northwestern University found that kids who engage with music have stronger auditory processing skills, which actually helps with literacy and language development.
And I read that the University of Montreal found that musicians have better fine motor skills. So playing an instrument is basically brain gym.
Right. And even just listening to music lights up both hemispheres of the brain, improving neural pathways that help with problem solving and creativity.
Okay, so music is clearly a superpower for kids' brains. But that brings up another question. What type of music should they listen to? We'll get into that after the break. But first, let's set the vibe with a track, Olivia. What's on deck?
This one's a brain booster. Enjoy it!
All right, so we know music is great for kids, but does the type of music matter?
Yes, a study from the University of California, Irvine, known as the Mozart effect, found that classical music can improve spatial reasoning. But there's a catch.
Oh, let me guess. It's not just about listening passively?
Exactly. Later research found that any engaging music, not just Mozart, can have cognitive benefits. It's about active participation, not just background noise.
So if a kid is singing along or clapping, they're getting more benefits?
Yep, and different genres have different effects. For example, lullabies and classical music help with sleep and relaxation. According to a 2010 study in pediatrics, songs with repetition like nursery rhymes improve memory and language skills. Harvard University, 2021. Fast, rhythmic music like pop or dance tracks boost energy and coordination. National Institutes of Health, 2018.
So there's no wrong kind of music, just different benefits.
Exactly. And now, let's take a quick break with a high-energy track for the kids.
Born in 99, Joanna learned to ride her bike from her mother. Said she'd never fall or stutter. Said it ain't so hard to do. You just find your feet, no kidding. It's just as easy as breathing. Jump on, I'll push you, no teasing. Now go on, ride it on through. And it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Just tell yourself you can and you will. And it ain't so hard to do. Once I couldn't spell forever. Now it's a word that I know much better. If you crack the ice, it's for the better. Said there's something about the way I feel. I keep learning how to speak. It ain't Greek. No, it ain't so hard. Do 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 do. Said it ain't so hard. Do 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 do. Yes, it ain't so hard. Do 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 do. Oh, it ain't so hard. Do 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 do. No, it ain't so hard to do.
Okay, let's talk about the emotional side of music. Why does music have such a strong effect on our feelings?
Science has the answer. A 2019 study from the American Psychological Association found that music activates the limbic system, the part of the brain that controls emotions.
So that's why a sad song can actually make you cry?
Yep, and this is especially important for kids. Research from the Journal of Music Therapy shows that kids with anxiety, autism, or ADHD benefit hugely from music therapy because it helps them regulate emotions.
That makes sense. Music can be a tool for self-expression, especially for kids who struggle to communicate.
Exactly. And speaking of emotions, let's lighten the mood with a feel-good song before our last segment.
1, 2, 1, 2.
I'm happy and I know it. Clap your hands if you want to show it. I'm happy and you know it. Everybody chilling and it sounds like a ha 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 ha. Ha. Oh. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh. Ha 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 ha. Ha. Oh. Ha 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 ha. Another day in paradise. It's always on and popping. Everything is going nice. You know it, no one's stopping. Ha 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 ha. Whoa. Ha. Oh. Ha 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 ha. Oh. Ha. Beans, the wonderful fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. So eat your beans with every meal. I know it. Clap your hands if you want to show it. I'm happy and you know it. Everybody chillin' and it sounds like a ha 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 ha.
All right, so we've talked about how music shapes the brain, emotions, and learning. But here's the big question. How do parents, teachers, and caregivers actually use music in kids' daily lives?
Oh, there are so many fun and science-backed ways. And spoiler alert, this isn't just about signing kids up for piano lessons.
Good, because not every kid wants to play Beethoven.
Exactly. And studies show that just listening to music regularly can have long-term benefits.
Oh yeah? Hit me with the science.
Okay, so first tip, use music in morning routines. A 2021 study from the University of Cambridge found that children who wake up to music, especially upbeat, rhythmic tunes, are more alert, positive, and ready to learn compared to kids who wake up to alarms or silence.
So instead of the usual morning chaos, parents can set the tone with a good playlist?
Exactly. Play something energetic while getting ready. It literally helps wake up the brain faster.
Okay, so start the day with a beat. What's next?
This one's fun. Turn chores into a dance session. A study published in the Journal of Behavioral Neuroscience found that kids who move to music while doing simple tasks like tidying up or setting the table actually stay focused longer and complete tasks faster than those who do them in silence.
Wait. So if I had listened to music while doing homework as a kid, I might have finished faster?
Depends on the task. The University of Wales found that instrumental music improves focus, but lyrics can be distracting for deep concentration.
So dance party for chores, but classical music for homework?
Bingo!
Okay, this one I know. Music helps kids memorize things, right?
Oh, big time. The reason we all remember the alphabet song is because music helps with pattern recognition. Researchers at Stanford University found that music strengthens the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory.
So, if a kid is struggling with multiplication tables, putting it to a beat could help?
Exactly. That's why teachers use songs to teach math, history, and even foreign languages.
All right, but what about kids who aren't in school yet?
Preschoolers benefit the most. A 2016 study from MIT found that toddlers who learned songs about numbers performed better in early math tests than those who just learned numbers by repetition.
So parents, if you're teaching your kids numbers, sing them. All right, now let's talk about emotions. How can music help when a kid is having a meltdown?
Oh, this is amazing. The University of Toronto did a study in 2020 where they found that slow, rhythmic music can actually sync with a child's heartbeat and breathing rate, physically calming them down.
So, playing soft music when a kid is upset can actually lower their heart rate?
Yep, and there's more. Music therapy is now being used in hospitals to reduce anxiety and pain in kids undergoing medical procedures.
Wow, that's powerful. So, what's the best way for parents to use this?
Have a calm down playlist, gentle acoustic music, lullabies, or nature sounds. It's like a reset button for emotions.
All right, last tip. Should parents encourage kids to play instruments?
Absolutely. A 2019 study from the National Institute of Health found that kids who play instruments have stronger brain connections related to problem solving, self-control, and emotional resilience.
So even if a kid isn't going to be the next Mozart, just messing around with an instrument still helps their brain?
Yep, and it doesn't have to be a formal lesson. Just banging on a drum, strumming a ukulele, or even tapping on a table helps with rhythm and coordination.
So bottom line, let kids make noise.
Yes, just make sure they're not doing it at 6 a.m.
All right, that's how you bring music into everyday life. Let's hit our last track before we wrap up. That's all for today. If you learned something new, hit subscribe and share this with your friends.
And tell us, what's your favorite way to use music in daily life? Let us know in the comments. See you soon!